Here's Orfevre being led up now, being offered up to the stalls, and I think he might be the last. I can't see behind the stalls if there's any more, but I think that's it. Okay, here they go. Pretty level break, and Aventino got out as well as any, and he goes off in front, but I wouldn't say he's setting a great pace to Joshua Tree in second place, the dark colours. Meandre in the yellow, Orfevre disputing third with Meandre. Well, I don't know what this pacemaker's doing, but I don't think he's making much of a pace. What do you think of this, William? He's only hacking.
Yeah, well, perhaps that's the plan. Perhaps it's a little tactical game they're playing. We'll see.
Well, there we are. So anyway, Aventino, Anthony Crastus looks over his shoulder. Where's my mate? Then comes Joshua Tree, who's settled nicely, head nice low on the ground. Meandre with his head in the air a bit. And then comes Fiorentino in the pale blue and Orfevre on the outside. But as they race up past the Petit Bois and racing to the start of the 1600-metre races, the Poule d'Essai de Poulain in the spring, by the Petit Bois, and still making the running. Aventino by a length, Joshua Tree, similar distance to Meandre, who hasn't settled. He's got his head in the air now. Fiorentino's gone 4, and Christophe Soumillon quite happy to sit right at the back of the field. He'd be about 6 lengths or 7 lengths behind the leader, his pacemaker Aventino. So Aventino the leader as they start the downhill run, sweeping turn to the full straight that William mentioned, and then they go about 300 metres before the proper straight itself. So Aventino quickening up the pace now. He's 2.5 lengths clear. Joshua Tree in second, Meandre in yellow in third, Fiorentino in 4, and fifth and last is Orfevre. He's still 6 lengths behind the leader, Aventino. Joshua Tree, as they turn in, now they'll keep straight for about 200 metres. Aventino, Joshua Tree, Meandre in the yellow, Fiorentino and Orfevre. And now they're approaching the actual true straight, the turn into the straight, with 550 metres to go from here. Aventino, Joshua Tree, Orfevre looking for room on the inner, and surely Anthony Crastus will leave room for him, and indeed he does. Christophe Soumillon, lovely path through on the rails. In second place, Joshua Tree. So it's in the lead, Orfevre, Joshua Tree, Meandre under pressure in third, Fiorentino under pressure. But as they come past us now with 150 metres to go, and it's Orfevre going to win this from Meandre. Orfevre by length and a half. Meandre in second, Joshua Tree a close third. They'll be pleased with that. Way back in fourth is Fiorente, and last of all, Aventino. Well, impressive, but they went no pace early on, in my opinion.
That's right. So I don't, you know, it's going to be said probably it's a fairly indecisive art trial. The Prix hasn't actually been a great sort of prognosticator of what happens in the arc itself, but occasionally it has been. But I think the Japanese connections will be pretty pleased with Orfevre. The horse is coming off a break. It's having its first run in France and all the different conditions, and in the end he's won pretty well without Soumillon having to get really serious. Meandre's run on late, Joshua Tree's fought on, as we said, the connections we were talking to early, we're pretty pleased with that, I reckon. And disappointing was Fiorentini, who didn't find anything at the end, and then of course he's ahead of the pacemaker for the winner.